Jury. Please be seated. The record will show the presence of the jury, the defendant, and all counsel. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Have any of you seen any media coverage or heard any media coverage about this case? I see no hands. Ms. Wilmot, you may continue. The court is sustaining the objection to Exhibits 393 and 394.
Good morning. Say your name, please.
Yes, Lonnie Dworkin.
And Mr. Dorkin, we left off with pictures that you already have up there on your desk, Exhibits 393 and 394. We were talking about a mirror image or a copy of a hard drive. Do you remember that?
If you can refresh my memory, I don't remember the exact context.
Okay, well, we were just talking about a mirror image and things that you pulled off of that mirror image.
From where these photos came from?
Yes.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay. And the mirror image was taken of a hard drive. Do you know who that hard drive belonged to?
According to the documentation that was provided along with the hard drive, attached to the hard drive, and notes I had received separately previously from the Mesa Police Department, it appeared to belong to Jody Aries.
Okay. And those two pictures, Exhibits 393 and 394, are those two pictures that came off of that mirror image of the hard drive?
Yes, I removed them from or I copied them off from the forensic copy, the mirror image.
All right. Okay, I want to talk to you, I want to move on a little bit and let's talk about a heliophone that you looked at.
Okay.
What is a heliophone?
A heliophone, it's actually Ocean Helio. It's a early predecessor to today's smartphones. It has a dual function keyboard, so you can slide the phone in one way and reveal a dial pad with just numerical keys, or you can slide the phone in a different way and reveal a full keyboard, QWERTY keyboard. And it had some multimedia features, had the ability to surf the web, take photographs, record audio, things of that nature.
All right. And did you look at a heliophone in this case?
Yes, Helio Ocean.
And did you actually receive the phone itself?
Yes, I did receive the phone.
Do you know when you did? When you received it?
I would have to check my records.
Okay, can you do that?
Sure.
And when you have that, I'll get it marked.
Yes.
I received the Helio phone, the Ocean Helio phone, on June 30th, 2010.
Okay, and when you received it, what'd you do with it?
I secured it in my evidence locker, and then at a later date, I processed the phone to extract information.
All right, and what do you mean process the phone? Did you have a protocol that you do?
I do. I would have to refer. I generated several reports. Each report had a different objective or scope.
Okay.
I can speak generally to my protocol and specifically some of the challenges I faced with this phone, or I can pull my reports up and talk to each one.
Let's talk about specifically, did you have any problems with the phone pulling information?
Well, I had some challenges. Generally, with cell phone forensics, we like to use forensically established protocols and tools that go along with those protocols. So there are some very popular forensic tools out in the marketplace that will allow us to attach to a cell phone and extract the information in a repeatable, very comprehensive manner. However, prior to these specialized forensic tools showing up in the industry, we used to be left with either using commercial available tools to extract data, or sometimes something as simple as screen captures. And we found that screen captures were court accepted, and so that was always the fallback method. With this specific phone, the Ocean Helio brand, there were no forensic tools, and I just recently checked, and there still are no forensic tools available that can actually attach to the phone and extract the information directly. So I was relegated to having to just take screen captures to capture the information from the phone, with the exception of, I believe, the audio. The audio I actually played on the phone and captured it over an adapter, a wire adapter that's able to plug into the headset that came with the cell phone.
Tell me, well, before we get to the audio, do you know who this phone belonged to?
I believe it belonged to Jodi Arias.
Did you get a chance to turn on the phone?
Yes, that was part of my process of extracting the information. I had to turn on the phone.
Okay, so when you turned on the phone, were there any photos that came up?
On the phone, it had a big screen on the front of the phone, and as soon as you powered on the phone, there was a photograph of Jodi Arias and another.
It goes to ownership.
Overruled.
A photo of Jodi Arias and another young lady.
Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the audio. Can you explain to me what you mean by you plugged in to get the audio off of the phone?
Yes. Typically, before I examine a phone, especially one that I'm not familiar with, such as the Ocean Helio, I obtained a copy of the user manual and reviewed the user manual. Typically, the first step is to make sure that I don't change anything on the cell phone. And so I want to make sure I put the cell phone into what's called airplane mode, so it can't send or receive any wireless signals. This helps limit the amount of changes that could occur on the phone. After I did that, I had noted in the manual that I had the ability to record audio or memos, and I did locate a audio recording application on the phone. It's part of the built-in suite of applications that comes with the phone. And I was able to identify approximately 7 or 8 recordings that had been recorded over a period of time. And I was able to play those. What I did was, the phone, when I received it, it came with a little headset adapter, not actually a headset, but it had a very small microphone jack or headphone jack on the side of the cell phone. It wouldn't take a normal size headphone jack. So with this adapter, I was able to plug it into the side of the phone and then attach that to a recorder on my computer and play the audio from the phone over that wire and record it onto my computer.
So was it recorded directly onto your computer?
Correct. I did not just play the audio over its internal speaker and then try to pick it up with a microphone. I connected the phone directly from its audio out or headphone jack directly to my computer, and I recorded the audio.
All right. And what did you do with that audio after you recorded it?
I saved it as part of an overall report and provided that the set of audio files along with other recovered items as part of a CD report.
Okay. And then you said you did screen captures?
Yes, that was the only option, to capture call logs, messages, photographs, things of that nature.
Okay, and what's a screen capture?
A screen capture is quite simply turning on the phone, information is displayed on the phone, could be a photo, could be a call log, and I have a camera that's in a special rig, so to speak, that's suspended over the phone, and I can take photographs of each screen as I page through each screen.
Okay.
It's a laborious process, but
All right, and is that what you did in this situation?
yes.
Okay. All right. Did you also look at a Canon camera?
Yes,
Do you know when you did that?
approximately.
Do you need to look?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.